Check out the full interview on my brand new Say Goodnight Kevin podcast, available Thursday, January 10th.
I want to talk a little bit about Christian movies.
What's the problem with them?
What's up with Christian
what's the
movies?
deal?
You know about Christian
Yeah.
movies. No, you told me that before you made a Christian movie, your attitude was similar to mine.
Yes, that's correct. So I remember, and some of you listeners will remember this, there was a series done in the 70s called A Thief in the Night. There was A Thief in the Night, A Distant Thunder, and some of these other ones. And then some straight-to-video movies came out called Apocalypse and Tribulation and some
It
of
was
these.
like right before Left Behind.
Yeah, and
Gary Busey was in one of them.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I'm watching these movies, and my thought was, is this the best we've got? Really? This is what we've got? And I was a little snarky. I know you don't believe anybody could be snarky when you look at Christian films.
No, well,
but
because we're Christians.
I know, and I'm snarky, and I'm like, what is this? I'm not going to show anybody this. And
You write the word flywheel on a piece of paper in slow motion. I'll show them.
yeah, I met the filmmakers, and they were nice people, but I met the people in Thief in the Night. But I was still thinking these movies are not good.
Yeah.
And not that they didn't have truth in them, but that they were so poorly made. I was like, this is not good.
The truth may not have been as palatable as it could have been.
But I was thinking one day I'm going to make one, and I'm going to make it the right way.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be powerful and epic. So by the time I started working on Flywheel, in my mind, it looked one way and sounded one way. When I looked at the monitor, it didn't look that way. So I was very discouraged. And when I finally got the movie together, which was way harder than I thought, we messed up in so many different ways. For example, I remember filming a scene on a Friday afternoon. I couldn't film it because the sun went down. I said, we'll come back Monday and finish it. When we came back, one of the other actors had gotten a haircut over the weekend.
Oh, no.
Another actor forgot what he was wearing in the scene, couldn't find the wardrobe. I was just thinking, who are we? We don't even know what we're doing. And so we fumble our way through the movie, and I put it together in Final Cut Pro 2, if you remember that.
I don't.
And when the movie came out, I looked at it, and I looked at Flywheel, and I said, what have I done? Well, if you've seen it, then you know what it looks like. It doesn't look, it's not cinematic. It doesn't look like high production value. I was struggling with the audio. I was very disheartened and discouraged, and I realized I have done the very thing I made fun of.
I have become what I hate.
Yeah. So we got it in our one local theater, and it did great. It kept selling out, but in part because the local people were like, hey, a movie was shot here. Let's go see it. There was a lot of prayer into it, especially near the end when I was like, God, please don't let me embarrass the church, because I felt like that's what I'm about to do. People started coming to the church saying, I went to see not how good this movie would be, but how bad it would be to laugh at it. And I saw myself on the screen. And I was like, oh, wow. Some of these businessmen and fathers, they came to the church and they said, I want to pray with somebody. I want to talk to somebody. And I was amazed that there's some fruit here. There's some spiritual fruit here. And so the movie did really great for 6 weeks. It was supposed to say 1 week, and which amazed me. And then Carmike Cinemas, it was in our one Carmike theater in Albany, Georgia. They said, you want to go to a couple more theaters? And I was like, is that possible? So we wheeled our video projector to one in Columbus, Georgia, and one in Tifton, Georgia. Yeah. It humbled me in that in my mind, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to do an amazing job, and I didn't.
The accountability partner no one asked for, Kevin McCrary.